Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for your dark moon and new moon in Libra. Now we have the dark moon occurring Tuesday, October 5th, when the moon enters Libra at 8:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we don't have the new moon until Wednesday, October 6th, when the moon conjuncts the sun at 7:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please adjust to your time zone. So what we're looking at are the messages from your shadow guides. And what I mean by the shadow guides, this is your deeper subconscious, just as we have our spirit guides from our higher self, we also have our shadow guides that help us do some of that deep soul shadow work. So this is, messages on how they're helping you to release the entanglements of karma and trauma, because a lot of times our soul fragments are lost in the shadow, and it's the shadow guides that help to retrieve those and help us to reclaim that transformed energy and prepare you for the new moon, for your new intentions. So here with the dark moon or the crone moon, we have I let go, I release, I am within perfect possibility. This is also dumping your negative energies into the cauldron of the crone moon. And the Libra new moon is about a new romantic cycle begins. Now, Libra rules the 7th house of partnerships, and Libra wants things to be fair, balanced, equal, and just. And this can mean many things to each of you, because Cancer, this is a general tarot reading meant for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and or rising. And so if you are in a happy, stable relationship, this could be you having a romantic evening with your loved one, or putting a spark back into your romance, into your relationship. And that can be in many ways for each of you. Now, for those of you who are in the dating scene, this could be you meeting someone that you move into a romantic cycle with. This could also be a friend that also becomes more in the romantic spectrum of the relationship. And then with the new moon, it is I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. The new moon is a perfect time for setting your intentions. So also, Cancer, for those of you who are single and perfectly happy being single, this can be you doing something special for yourself, pampering yourself, giving yourself a spa day or a weekend retreat, whatever that is for you. Okay, let's go in a little bit deeper and see what messages are coming in from your shadow guides. And here we have Hades, Lord of Riches. And of course, I'm sure most people are familiar with the stories of Hades. Equanimity, wisdom, and inevitability. Now keep in mind the story of Persephone, Demeter, and Hecate. An aspect of the triple goddess, because every culture has their own mythologies regarding the triple goddess and how they are to their culture. But keep in mind, it is Persephone who descends into Hades And Hecate is there at the crossroads and teaches her wisdom. And then she arises and ascends in the springtime. And I think with this is a perfect time, because right now Persephone is descending into Hades. And I just wanted to point out, here we have the maiden moon on either side of the dark moon. And you are ruled by the moon Cancer. So you may feel this very strongly. And you may feel this crone moon energy very strongly. And again, this is a great time of letting go, releasing. And notice the apple that is levitating in his hand. All right, now let's look at the soul cards. These cards do not come with an interpretation. So however you see this and whatever interpretations come through to you are going to be valid. Because you may see things in the cards that I do not. Okay, oh wow. Look at that. This beautiful golden light. It is like a face emerging out of the darkness to capture the light. And I love the golden apple with this golden light around you, which could also represent golden wisdom, because remember, Hades represents wisdom, the golden apple of wisdom. And of course, there are the mythologies around the apple itself. Now let's see what part of your soul journey this is going to bring to light. Denial. Okay. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay, Hades is the Lord of riches. He has this golden apple of wisdom. And perhaps part of the denial is denying what is inevitable. And again, we have this beautiful gold color going from here to here. And so I see with this orange, the sacral chakra, so creativity, very strong feminine energy of the womb, creativity. Now this has nothing to do with your gender, but rather the divine feminine energy that we're looking at. And even with Hades here, this can represent the divine masculine dark energy. And none of this is evil energy. It is what it is. You know, the darkness is a lack of light. And light has the spectrum of colors. And it is our shadow guides that are in between. So let's go deeper with the tarot for you, Cancer. And we start with the Four of Cups. Okay, you may be feeling some disappointment, some emotional disappointment in your life. There could also be denial here about, oh, things are better than what they really are. And the reason why I say that is because we have these 3 cups upside down. But we have this 1 cup that is a saving grace. This cup holds the acknowledgement of your fear and replace it with the insight of awareness. And to me, the eyes are opened here, and they are receiving and are aware of the light, and it's in ripples and waves. And this 4 of Cups is giving you the spiritual grace. With the Ace of Cups, look how similar they are. It is a divine gift. The Ace of Cups represents spring, so renewal, healing, as you acknowledge, because here you see what you are denying, what it is you fear. Because a lot of times we fear being emotionally hurt. And Cancer, you are a very emotional being because you are ruled by the moon. And here we have the Ace of Wands, and this represents the autumn time. So this is your ideas, inspiration. How can you become inspired through your acknowledgement of these doubts and fears? Your shadow guides are bringing you, this is what you're afraid of, but you don't have to be afraid of this. Acknowledge this and reclaim your soul power. Sometimes it is what it is. That is, and wisdom comes from that pain. So through your pain, you acquire great wisdom as you acknowledge and embrace that which hurt you, and you learn the lesson of it without blaming others and without denying it, because the only way to embrace it is to acknowledge it. And then we have the Hierophant. And you may find a form of spirituality that is organized, has a discipline, and this can be something that you do for yourself. This could be a morning meditation. This could be your morning yoga. This could be going to church, however that is for you. The Hierophant also speaks of dreams, unlocking your subconscious. Here we have the 2 keys. It also speaks of the crossroads of Hecate, who dwells with Hades, but she has her own power and her own space. And here we have the Hermit. This is your sojourn and seeing the light of your soul as you descend into the darkness of your subconscious to reclaim your golden apple of wisdom. And you do this in a very spiritual, disciplined way. And then look, it brings you emotional bliss because it sets you free from the entanglements of this karma trauma. And this can be from past lives, it can be from this life. But you are going to be greatly rewarded and happy because you're going to find your inner bliss. And look, the ruler of coins, the riches. The ruler of coins is the king of pentacles. And Hades is the lord of riches. Just as the ruler of coins is the king of money, business, career, investments. So part of this denial could be if you have a bad feeling about an investment, listen to that. That is your intuition. That is your gut feeling. And if it is, and don't deny it, because it could also work in the way of where your investments increase because you followed that hunch, you acknowledged it. And this could also have something to do that surrounds your fear of money, of lack of money, not having enough. And here we have the Ace of Swords. If you are able to focus your energy, and this is part of that acknowledgement, you will be rewarded by by not having scattered thoughts. This is focusing your mind. So meditation may be very helpful for you. Focusing in on your breath. Sword does represent the air sign. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Swords. Yes, what I see with this is you are going to embrace and acknowledge your doubts and fears in order to set yourself free from them. So you're not going to be blinded by your doubts and fears because you no longer deny them. It doesn't mean that you're not still going to have certain fears and be afraid. This means that you acknowledge that, yes, I have a fear about that, and I have to develop trust, and I can only do that through being aware of my emotional body, aware of my doubts and fears. So don't deny. And with this Libra moon and dark moon, new moon, this will be a great time to do a ritualistic detoxing bath. And I would recommend a sea salt bath because the moon and the ocean have this connection, this ebb and flow, the pull of the waters, and you can release those things into, if you will, the cauldron of your bathtub and let it go down the drain, leaving you cleansed and purified. Okay, let's see how this is going to activate you, Cancer. How are your shadow guides going to activate you? In Earth, how beautiful. Earth opposes, oh, and look, on the bottom of the deck we have Gaia. I just had to show you that because Gaia is Mother Earth. So here we have Earth. This is going to bring you great grounding. So the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all aspects of our great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. And because Gaia, I just really feel like this is part of your reading too, because it's so connected with the Earth. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Okay. And just Let you have a look at these activations. I see heart energy, and I see throat and third eye energy being activated here. Okay, and now let's look at the heart and soul cards to conclude your reading. Wow. Here is your artwork. It looks like a ritual shower. Rain washing over you, purifying you, cleansing you. And I can see earth, and yeah, this is really beautiful. Let's see what it says for you, Cancer. Don't be swayed by someone's strong opinions. What was I saying about the denial? Do not deny your intuition if somebody is misleading you. Just do what feels right for you. If what you're hearing doesn't resonate with you, and that includes parts of this reading or all of this reading, what doesn't resonate with you, then it most probably isn't right for you. That's why I always say that with the readings, only go with the messages that resonate with you. Listen to and respect other people's views, but stay true to your own inner vision and beliefs. Live freely and express the beauty of your ideas. Acknowledge yourself, and perhaps part of acknowledging your fears may bring inspiration, because the Ace of Wands is a symbol of inspiration, and it occurs in the autumn time when you're reflecting and see the insight and be aware of what you're feeling and separate what is yours and what belongs to other people. Because again, Cancer, you are ruled by the moon, and you really feel the ebb and flow of the ocean, and you're a watery sign, and you can really get pulled into other people's drama, and it robs you of your energy. And this is saying it's okay to set up a boundary to express yourself. Okay, Cancer, I hope that you found this reading beneficial and helpful for you. And until next time, take care.